Hey everybody, Chrissy Tobis here, and I am excited because we have a brand new release here at Therm O Web. Here's a sneak at two of the stamp sets. This is Laura Kelly, and we are collaborating with her. So we've got some toner sheets and some transfer foils, and then you can see the stamps. So I'm going to show you real quick how to make the card I showed you at the beginning. That's kind of like a rainbow theme. So if you're familiar with Laura, a lot of her things are bright and fun, and I feel like very kid friendly, and I just look at this stuff and it makes me happy. So I knew that I wanted to use that cute little rainbow for one of my cards and then keep all of my inks kind of like that rainbow coloring. So I stamped a bunch of stamped images at once. So this is from the Kindness on Purpose stamp set, but then I also stamped stuff from me and my peeps. Now I didn't use those yet, but my plan is since I stamped actually went off camera and stamped a bunch more after the fact, that I'm going to cut a bunch of them out. This is the me and my peep set, and then bring them to all of my daughter's friends. I'm a Girl Scout leader, and so we are going to do some sort of a card, have the girls do something with these images, maybe a thank you for our head leader, because I'm a co-leader for our troop, because these just work perfectly for our girls, I think. So I really like them. So you can see I'm just stamping. I did a couple of things from each set. This one's really cute because it's kind of like family themed, where the other one is all about kindness, which is one of my favorite things ever. So real quickly, I'm just showing you. I kept these pretty simple when I colored. I didn't do a lot of shading or layering or anything like that, because I just kind of felt like I could keep it simple since the drawings look very handmade, as well the sentiments, you can tell they're hand drawn and everything like that, which I absolutely love. So I just grabbed some Spectrum Noir markers and I stuck with rainbow colors. Now for the clouds, I did use the blender here to kind of soften it, because I used the gray for the outlines, and then I took the blender pen in there and just kind of softened it after the fact. I did at the end add a white gel pen to kind of add like highlights and stuff to the rainbow and to the cupcake. Those are the two that I'm using for the cards that I'm showing you today. The cupcake I mainly did off camera, but I'll show you at the end what I did, because I did the exact same process as what I did for the card I'm showing you now, but they both look completely different. So I just kind of like showing how you can get so many different looks using the same supplies, and kind of even same idea, but as long as you mix up the colors and the sentiments and the images, you get completely different cards. So when I was done, I just fussy cut these out. I had that mailbox. I'm just hanging on to it for now. I'm definitely going to use it for something later on. I just didn't use it for either of these cards. But I like to do that too, where I just kind of stamp images and then I color them and cut them out, and then I just kind of like hold on to them for a while. And then sometimes the perfect opportunity presents itself and I have everything done and ready to go, and boom, I can make a card even faster than I initially planned. Especially, look at this segue, when I use my toner fronts. So these are toner sheets. There's 7 of them that are available. This is the Sweet Swirls one. Now for my other card, I use Spotty dots. I love this one. I think this one's so much fun, and I think it goes so well with the Kindness Matters sentiment that I use, because again, like the hand-drawn look. So I knew when I saw this one, this is probably my favorite one out of all of them. So next I grabbed my Catherine Pooler inks, and again, I chose the colors of the rainbow minus the purple, and just started blending them in. And I did speed this up because it was really kind of boring to watch me blend, but I wanted to show you my process and how easily these inks really do blend. And don't get upset. So here you can see I put the green on kind of heavy. Don't get upset if it doesn't really look like it's blending initially, because the inks have to dry. So once they dry, they really look like they're seamless. Like the blending just works better. So when the ink is still a little bit wet, don't worry. The way that this looks right now, the way that it dried, it actually looks like it's all like a cohesive blend. It looks really nice. So I just splattered some water on there, because that's the other cool thing about Catherine's inks, is that they are also water reactive. So not only are the ink pads nice and juicy and you get full coverage when you ink anything, like I rarely have to use my Misty because they cover really well. They're awesome for blending, and I love because they are water reactive as well. So then here I decided to add 2 inks again to this. I used the same yellow and the same orange just so it would kind of like all go together, because I just didn't want the white on my card. It felt like a little too harsh because I was trying to keep this all rainbowy and bright and happy. The white just did not seem to fit, so I added the color to it. And that was after the foil, which you can totally do. It does not pull off the foil or anything like that. You're totally good to add inks and stuff after. And then big surprise, look at this, 3D foam tape on a giant roll. It's bigger than my head. I was so excited. So I used the new roll and I was very, very excited. So I just really just cut off whatever pieces I needed. And this is great because now I can just keep this giant roll on my desk. And then for the strips, even better, same thing. I just cut off what I needed and that was that. And then my card is done. The last thing I did was I added some white off camera. You can see there. So then this is the other card that I created too. Same idea, just looks a little different. And here's both of them together. Thanks so much for stopping by today. I hope you have a great day.